Hi, welcome back. For this session I'm going to talk about beginning bar chords, and what we're going to work on this time is basically the bar chords off the root of the root notes off the low E string. When I say bar chord, basically what you're going to be doing is barring your finger on the fret across the fret, and creating your chord to next to that. So before we even get into that, we need to go over a little bit of theory first. And we're going to be working off, like I said, the low E string, the bottom E string here. And basically, there are four notes in there, actually between two notes, the E and the F and the B and the C. There is no sharp or flat note in that. So I'm going to go through the notes with you all the way up to the 12th fret. At the 12th fret, then you'll start all over again. So beginning on the open string, that's the E. Then when you fret at the first fret, that'll be the F. Then from there go the F sharp, G flat, then to the G, D sharp, or A flat, then to the A, then it'll go A sharp or B flat. Then you go to B, then there's, like I said, there is no half step between the B and C or the E and F, so we'll just go up one full note. So go from E, or from A, or B to C, then C, the C sharp, then C sharp to D, then D, from D to D sharp, or E flat, then to E. So that's basically the notes you'll be using. From there, from the 12th fret, you'll just start all over again. The chords I'll be showing you today, I mean, it won't be anything up here, but you could, in theory, you could use the same shape to play up here as well. Okay, so basically the chords I'm going to work on is like the major chord and the minor chord for the bar chord. So if you want to do an A bar chord, you basically want to fret your index finger across all the strings. Then you're going to basically place your ring finger on the A string at the 7th fret. Then below that, you're going to take your ring finger or your pinky finger and place that on the D string at 7th fret. Then take your middle finger and place that at the 6th string on the G string, or yeah, 6th fret on the G string. Sorry. So what you get there is your major chord. That's what that would sound like. So if I want to do a F sharp major chord, I would go down here to the 2nd fret off the low E string, fret all the strings across just like that. Then basically do the same shape. Strum down. So that would be an F sharp major. Now, if when you're looking at this, you'll notice that basically the shape that I have is an E chord. Now, if you were able to bar here at the nut, that's what we have. So basically, you can use the same chord structure all the way through. Now, if I wanted to do a E chord, or E, like basically I would say an E flat chord, if you remember that. Say if I want to do a bar chord in a flat, like say a G minor chord, it would sound like this. So it's the same shape as your E minor, but this chord structure here at the G. So there again, you'll bar the whole chords. Use your ring finger to fret the 5th fret at the A string. Then the same with the D for the D string with your pinky finger. So you can hear the difference too in the chords. You can hear it's your major and your minor. So if I wanted to do a minor chord, I could play that here. And that would be at the 5th fret, at the excuse me, at the 5th fret on the low E string. And if you listen to the A minor, the open chord, you can almost sound the same. Okay, there again, remember, if you need to learn, one of the things with theory is like all the notes of the root of the chord that's on the low E string with this particular bar chord. So there again, if you're doing a G major chord, it'd be the note here for that. So remember that when you play that, that's the root of the note of the chord. Now, one last chord I want to show you is the what they call the Alex Lifeson, or the hemispheres chord, which I believe is would be an F sharp 7th add 11th. I believe is what they call that. And if you ever heard the album Hemispheres by Rush, 1978, that opening for Cygnus Book 1, chapter, or Cygnus Book 1, 2, or whatever that one is, the chord, basically what he's playing is a suspended chord. And what's neat about that is it's basically the same shape, but what you're doing is you're actually not going to bar your finger. You're going to lift up, so when you get these two, your high B and your high E string, they're going to be open like that. So when you strum the chord, it sounds like this. But you get kind of more of an exotic sound. So there's the F sharp major, there's the F sharp suspended chord. And actually you can play it at different spots on the neck as well. So pretty much that's what I want to cover today. Remember, if you have any trouble with finding the notes on it, you can always find great places on the internet. There's a lot of different. Just search for the fretboard, notes on the fretboard. Just do a Google search like that, and you'll be able to find all the notes that you need. It'll actually lay it out for you. You can memorize that or however you want to do it. Okay, to play a G major chord, bar chord, you want to go to the 3rd fret and bar all the strings there and just play like that. A major, B, C, D, then E again. And it'll work the same way with the E chord, or the minor chord. So the E, you have the E open chord like that. And go G minor, A minor, B minor. Then you see the Alex Lifeson chord, the suspended chord, F sharp. You just go like that, and then again you can play through all the different sets on that. Thanks again for watching. There again, if you need to learn more about your music, you can find a lot of stuff on the internet. You might try Artist Works. I mentioned that in the last video. There's a lot of different guitar type courses on that, not just for like rock, but blues and country, jazz as well. For other things you might want to look at, just come to the library, check out their music collections that we have there. There's a lot of introductions to guitar and other instruments as well. Other than that, stop by the library and check what we have out there. And I'll see you in the next video.